So we're starting at the top of our mat, and as we do, we're gonna roll our shoulders down and back. We've been doing some neck circles, really just kind of getting some good morning stretches in, right? All right, so we're gonna start off with a nice physical practice. It's gonna mimic a Ashtanga practice. Do what you can. There is no necessary jumping if you don't want to. And a lot of the positions will be standing for the first part, and then we'll really start to come down to the mat. We actually step out. So we will step out with the right foot, and when we step out with the right foot, we'll be facing the side of our mat, and we'll be doing from left to right. So what I would like for you is when you step out to the side, if you want to jump out, that's fine. But maybe have your mat where if you step out to the right, you can still see me in the video. If you need yoga blocks, I'm going to try to teach without blocks because people don't have them. They would go on the left side of the mat, one in the front, one in the back. So let me demonstrate what happens. Basically, we'll start off at the top of the mat. We will do sun salutations at the top of the mat. Top of the mat, this is our mountain pose. Generally, our big toes are close together or touching, hands are along the sides, and we're staring forward. I'm going to ask you to step out to home base. Home base will be when you step out with the right foot and the arms go out. My second toes are at 12 o'clock to the side of my mat. Then we'll do right foot, and then we'll do left side. We'll do that left and right, and then we'll step back to mountain pose and do a flow. You can skip any flows you want. You can drop to your knees for any ones that you want. There's going to be a dedicated balance at the relatively beginning of the practice. If you need a wall or a chair, have that set up, and we're getting ready to rock. All right, so I like Ashtanga practice, and I'm really debating on whether teaching this practice. I actually think I might teach it all month long. So if you guys get tired of the repetition, let me know. But right now, I feel like if we had something very, very disciplined to do every day that you showed up on the mat, you could see some progression. There'd be an element of being able to let your mind go, and then also an element of building a knowledge for a practice. I'll interchange a few different postures, but I think that's what's about to happen for you guys the next month. If you don't like this, please send me an email and stuff, and I'll go back into variety for you. But I think that centered discipline might be good for us right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do what I do on a daily basis, right? Who knows? All right. Tell me what you think. Feedback is good. All right. Standing tall at the top of your mat. Hands are along the sides. On our inhale, we're going to sit back into our chair pose, swinging those arms up. On our exhale, we're going to forward fold. Hands are down, face to shins. On our inhale, we're going to come halfway up. Hands can come onto shins or fingertips onto floor. Hands go flat on the as you exhale, you're going to step back and chaturanga down. Inhale comes to your up dog. Exhale goes to your down dog. We're staying here for 5 breaths. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Three. 4. 5. Exhale, looking at the top of the mat, walking your feet, tippy-toeing up as far as you can with flat hands. And then inhale, come into your Betty Boo. Exhale, forward fold again, big toes as close as they can be. Inhale, chair pose, palms come up, gaze at thumbs. Hands at the sides, exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose, palms come together, gaze at thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands flat, step or hop back, chaturanga. You can always do this from your knees. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Same here, 5 breaths. Inhale, 1. Gaze is at the belly button. Inhale, 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, bending the knees and making small steps all the way up as much as you can with hands flat, even if you need to bend the knees to do so. Inhale, lift into your Betty Boop, halfway. Belly is corseted. Exhale, forward fold again. Finding your chair pose. Inhale, arms come up, sit back. Exhale, hands at the sides, mountain pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, 5 breaths. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5. You can look forward. On your exhale, walking your feet all the way up to flat hands. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. All right, we're adding on to that. When we get back to our first down dog, there'll be a flow of warrior ones. If you want to skip them, you can go to child's pose, but they move really fast. So we're moving out of that space of lethargy into a space of like trying to wake up now. Now that we've got the breath going, now we need to move to the next round, right? Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, spinning the left foot flat onto the floor as the right foot steps up. You're inhale into your warrior 1. As soon as you're up, you're down. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Right foot spins flat. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now you can skip any of those chaturangas. You can skip any of that series. We're here for 5 breaths. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5, looks forward. Step or hop at the very end of that exhale, right to the top of the mat, trying to keep the hands flat. And then inhaling right into that Betty Boop. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, chair pose. Swing those arms up, sit those booties back. Hands at the sides. Awesome, let's do that again. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, stay here, or Right foot forward for warrior one. On your inhale, you come up. Exhale, lower down. Notice I skipped lifting the leg to the sky, right? Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. I just pivot my right foot down, step my left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale comes up. Exhale goes back down all the way through. You can just do down dogs in between as well. Otherwise, you're flowing with me. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, right into your belly boot. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Mountain pose, exhale. Wonderful. Hop the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider. I'm turning to you so that you can see. Feet are a little wider than hip distance. I'm going to take my arms out. I'm going to forward fold. I'm going to grab a hold of the big toes with the peace fingers so that the palms are facing inside the posture, right? My thumbs are going to come over the top. I'm going to push my feet into the floor. I'm going to flare my elbows out. I'm going to use my arm strength to pull me down and my shoulders up to the sky so I'm not crowding my neck here. Inhale, 1. Strong legs, corseted waist. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, lifts halfway like you're doing a Betty boot. Then take your hands, the whole of your hands, and stuff them underneath your feet, even if you need to bend the knees to do so. Try to get all the way up so that the toes are on the wrinkles in your wrist. And you can massage your palms of your hands and your wrist by kneading your feet like a cat. Once you get those wrists nice and massaged out, you're going to come back over into your forward fold. Still trying to move those shoulders away from your ears, still trying to lengthen down the back of your body. Each breath, the back of the throat gets longer. And pull the feet out, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale halfway up, flat back. And then inhale all the way up. Wonderful. Hop those feet together or step them together, right? Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Wonderful. Staying here for 5 breaths. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. On that exhale, you're going to hop right into the inhale of the Betty boot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. We've got 5 breaths here. And so you'll notice I'm up. This is awkward chair. This is an Ashtanga chair. It allows you to keep that corset. Think about if you were in a corset, it would be hard to really stick that butt back, right? So here we go. For 4, Maybe bring the palms together, pressing pinky fingers, pressing inner thighs. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Go ahead and release those hands at the sides. All right, so next we're going into balance. If you want to come near a wall, you're more than welcome to. I had to unplug that heater. It was more than hot yoga in here. All right. So what we're going to do is, some of you cannot come all the way up with your right foot, all right, because that's ultimately what you need to do, and forward fold. What I'm going to ask you to do is cross your right foot over your left so that you have to work with a little balance here, right? If you need a wall, make sure you have that. Those of you who can bring your right heel up into your hip, please do so. From here, we're going to go to a forward fold, like we're trying to get towards our left standing leg. As you exhale, forward fold, bringing the hands down. Now, if you have the balance and you have the practice, you can bring the right hand behind your back and grab a hold of that toe. As you balance, fold towards your left foot. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 5, lift halfway like you're doing a Betty Boop. And then lift all the way up on your next inhale. On your exhale, release that right foot down. Release the right arm if it's behind you. Coming into the other side, bringing the left heel up as though it is either into the groin, dive her down, right? Or you can cross the ankle. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing that left hand down behind you if you'd like. Bowing towards the leg. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 5, lift halfway. Stay for the exhale. Inhale comes up. Exhale releases the balance. Bringing the feet together. The next balance posture, you'll stand on the left foot first. Okay. You'll stand on the left foot first. I'm going to show you both sides. So you're either bringing your right knee up as though you're standing up onto a big box. The hand is on hip. We'll go out to the side to Captain Morgan. We'll come back center. We'll all extend the legs straight, like you're pressing through a gas pedal. This is what it looks like from the side. Those of you who can stay strong in your standing leg and aware in your breath, corseted in your waistline, can grab the big toe, right? So either hand onto right knee as you bring it up, or big toe. It's up to you. Inhale, 1, 2, corseting the waist, 3, 4, inhale, 5, moves it out to Captain Morgan, out to the side. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, brings it back center, hands onto hips, leg is straight. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kicks higher and releases. Other leg straight away. Either the knee comes up or you grab the big toe. Right hand is onto right hip. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moves it out to the side for Captain Morgan. Boy, we needed that. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, brings it back center. Everybody lets go of the leg and everybody's leg is straight. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 kicks it higher and release. Standing tall on top of your mat. If you're not there already. All right, big toes together. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, to your down dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 5, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop right into the inhale of your Betty Boop, whatever that looks like. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. And mountain pose, hands at the sides. Very good. Now this is where we come to the whole out to home base thing. So you're going to step out with your right foot to the side of your mat, medium step. So if you thought about how wide your elbows were, you want to be mid forearms, just a little wider. Right heel pivots to the back of the mat, leg is straight. Get over like you're tilting your little teapot. Open up the arms, 6 and 12. If you can reach the floor, you can go down to the floor, the block. Make sure you're not locking out that knee. You can grab a hold of the big toe. Inhale, 1, look up at the top thumb. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale comes up. Tick-tock the feet. Go into the same pose, other side. Heel to heel alignment. Straight lines. Back toes are in a little bit. Take a hold of that toe. Hand on floor or block. Gaze up at your top arm. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5, comes up. You're going to tick-tock the feet back so that the right foot is pointing to the short edge of the mat. Now this is a revolving triangle, which is really intense for a lot of people. So if you need to, you can lift your left heel, your back heel, and come into crescent twists. So listen to your body. Bring that left hand around. You can keep the back heel or the left heel rooted. You can bend the right knee. Put that hand down to the inside of the front foot, which is your right foot right now. Now, for some of you guys, if you can get the leg straight from here, the hand can go outside, pinky toe side, as the right arm goes up. Now, if you're doing crescent twist, go ahead and breathe wherever you are. I'm just going to demonstrate a crescent twist. The back knee can even be down, right? In through the nose for 3 more. 2. And 1. Now use your next inhale wherever you're at to slowly come up. We're going to do the exact same posture on the other side. Heel to heel alignment unless you're doing crescent twist. Right hand is down. Left hand is to the sky. And so you decide. We're working towards straight legs, straight arms. That's the reason it's called triangle. Inhale, 1. Gazing up at the top hand. Inhale, 2. 3. Corseting in the waistline, 4. And 5. Use your inhale to come back to that home base, reaching the arms out. Now, step or hop to mountain pose, top of the mat. Nobody's at home, you can look, right? You can just jump around if you want, right? Here we go. Inhale, chair pose, 5 breaths. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Mountain pose. Exhale, standing tall. Very good. Step or hop out to home base. Arms are out. We're going into warrior 2, so you can heel toe those feet a little wider if you need to. Turning the right foot to the short end of your mat, finding your Virabhadrasana 2. You can come over here into side angle, left arm reaching over your ear. You can put the hand to the floor. Inside or outside the front foot is preferable and flat. Gaze at your left fingertips. Inhale, 1. 2. Shortening your mat with your feet and lengthening your mat with your spine. 3. 4. Use your 5th inhale to come up. Tick-tock the feet. Use your 5th exhale to settle into whatever posture you did on one side, doing on the other. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5. Comes up, home base. Exhale, tick-tock the feet, coming right foot, warrior 2, as you do a twisted warrior. You can go back into that crescent twist if you want, lifting that back heel. Hands are into prayer, and you've got your left elbow over your thigh as you extend the breath. Squeezing the big toes to the center of your mat. 3. Inhale, 4. Use that 5th inhale to come up, doing the exact same pose on the other side. Remember, you can lift that back heel or even drop that back knee as you come into your twist. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5. Comes up. Arms are out. Home base. Turn. Step to the top of your mat. Mountain pose. All right. Taking your inhale into your chair. Sit back. Squeeze those legs together. Get that spine long. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, mountain pose. Wonderful. Step or hop out. Medium step out to the side. We're going to take those arms out. We're coming over Pasarita. So as I come over, I'm going to use those peace fingers to grab the big toes like we did earlier. I'm going to pull my head to the floor, but not let my neck become short because my shoulders are dumping. Pulling my shoulders to the sky, inner thighs to the sky. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, lift halfway up. Hands to hips, exhale. Inhale comes all the way up, arms sweep out. This time you're going to bring those hands onto the place of that corset. You're going to wing those elbows back and keep that corset strong as we come back into our straddle. Corset tight, elbows squeezing towards one another, head reaching to floor. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, come halfway up. Inhale comes all the way up, reaching those arms out. Taking those hands behind the back, interlacing those fingers so that you have that braided fingers, palms together, open collarbone, come back forward, exhale. As your head reaches towards the mat, the knuckles reach towards the sky. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Three, 4, inhale, hands to hips, halfway up. Inhale all the way up. Make sure you're not locking your knees, please. Awesome. This next time we're going to come over, we're going to have chaturanga arms, so little T-Rex arms, right? So they'll be 90-degree bends. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Place those hands onto the mat, shoulder distance apart, fingertips forward. Walk the hands back in between the feet to the best of your ability as long as they're flat. Notice elbows line up with shoulders and wrists. Bow forward, push the floor away with the feet and the hands. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hands to hips, halfway up. Inhale all the way up. Turn to step at the top of your mat, mountain pose. Big toes together if you're able. Right? Inhale, chair pose. Sitting here, pushing through the shins so that the shins are pressing the tops of the feet down. 3 more. 2. And 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left halfway. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And we're going to come down. Right. So this practice is typically, it's an hour and 45 minutes, just the physical practice. That doesn't even include all the meditation and the breathing and the mantras and stuff like that. So what you can expect is that I will take bits of that hour and 45-minute practice every day and make it into this standard practice. But that first part of it is very much going to be the same postures over and over. That is the foundation for everything else that we are doing. So let's work with a little bit of back bending today. You're going to bring your legs together. We're going to go from baby cobra to king cobra, and then we'll even go from those 2 positions into up dog if your back is okay with that. So we're going to bring our hands back so that they're along the low ribs, right? And from here, I want you to bring your legs together. So squeeze those legs together. Roll the shoulder heads back, lift up just enough, and notice how my fingers are tinted up, like I'm thinking from Adam's family. And so I'm only lifting as much as I can roll those shoulders back and pull me up by pulling my elbows back. My legs are strong. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, Flatten the hands, push up dog. Let's go ahead and go to up dog. If you need only king cobra, do so, but we'll go to that next. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Drop the thighs. Bring those elbows back. Bring those legs together, but stay up higher for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Wonderful. Take those hands behind the back. Stretch those knuckles back. Put the forehead onto the floor. Now drop those hands alongside the thigh so that the fingernails, the back of the hands press into the floor. Forehead presses into the floor. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Legs squeeze together, and you lift legs only. Breathe for 4 more. Now lift everything and fly, face, arms, everything lifts. Squeezing to the center line. And release, turn the head to the right. Turn the head to the left. Wonderful. Bring your hands in. Push up to plank. You can do that onto your knees if you'd like. Exhale to your down dog. Looking at the top of your mat. Step, jump, or meander to the tops of your shins. Okay. So we're coming into camel posture. So tops of the shins are down. Toes are tucked under or flat, whichever feels stronger to you. Notice that my thigh bones are still forward, and I'm activating my inner knees towards the center of my mat. Fists can be on low back, fingertips can be up. Find your personal camel. Those of you who want to take the hands back onto the heels may do so, pushing those hips forward. Inhale comes up, down dog, tuck the toes under, walk the feet back and find your down dog. Step, jump, or hop to the top of your mat into a seated position. Used to be able to do that all the time. Have to work. It'll get better towards the end of practice. With this being, I think I feel a little congested and a little bogged down between pollen and all the sugar. I feel it in my system. So if you're feeling that today, don't judge it. Just it's a sensation. Remember. All right. So this part of the practice, we're going into our boat poses and our cruise ship. Our core work. If this is hurting your back, then you take your fingers down for support. It doesn't make your legs weigh any less. It just takes the pressure off the back. Remove the junk out of the trunk so you're on your sit bones. Bring your legs up. Now, if you need to put the fingers down behind the back so that you're just working with the weight of the legs, do so. Inhale, 1, 2. You can also advance it by taking the legs straight if you want that. 3, 4, and right leg over left,
hands forward. You might have to use the feet a little bit. Lift the butt and put it down. Legs come back into your boat pose. Fingers come back if that's what you're doing. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left over right, legs in, hands forward, lift, and put it down. Take those legs out, cross over cruise ship, come into low cruise ship, right? Holding the legs out, notice my whole back, lower back's on the floor for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles. You're going to make your way back to down dog or to a seated position because we're just going to end up at the top of the mat here in a moment. Now, if you're just making your way to a seated position, go there. Trying to make this class applicable to all practice levels. Those of you who are just going to down dog, you can rock. Remember how we were putting our hands down and putting those edges of the feet onto the mat. You'll lift your hips up. You'll step back. Maybe you'll flow. And then you'll meet in down dog with everybody here. Those of you who are staying at the top of the mat, we're coming back to you. Look, everybody who's in down dog, look with me at the top of the mat. Take a little step, jump, or hop. And come to a seated position. All right, so remember that hip opener that we did earlier. We took the right foot into the groin, right? Or we cross the ankle, right? We're going into that as a fold here. So as you strongly move into this posture, so this posture is meant for everything to be engaged. This is active stretching, not passive stretching. Those of you who can grab the foot, do so. Come forward. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5, lifts halfway. Exhale, 5. Right ankle over left, hands down. On the inhale, lift your butt. Put it back down. We're going to do the other leg. So this time you're going to extend the right leg. You're going to bring the left heel in. You can bring it to inner thigh like tree, or it's also crossed as before. As we come forward, maybe the left hand comes around behind you. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, lift halfway. Exhale, 5, left ankle comes over right. So those of you who just want to sit at the top of the mat, you'll lift your butt and sit back down. Those of you who are trying to power up your practice a little bit today, you're going to put those feet down. You're going to take the feet back. You're going to chaturanga. You're going to up dog. And you're going to down dog. Everybody's going to jump back to the top of the mat. Right in between those legs again. From this space, I'm going to ask you to lean over into your left hand. Bring the top of the right foot onto the floor. Now, some of you knee issues, you might be doing just this, where I'm pulling that in, and it's a stretch for the whole front of this right quad. Those of you who do not have knee issues, the foot is right along my hip. I can see the whole bottom of my foot. My legs are squeezing together. My abs are active as I reach up. As I exhale, I go forward. This is not a passive stretch. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 5, lifts like you're doing a Betty Boop. Exhale, 5, swings right leg around, crosses. Inhale, lift, and exhale, puts it down. This time, right leg goes out. You're going to take the top of the left foot down along beside you, or you're just pulling that foot into your bum, getting that stretch there. Otherwise, you're coming with me Inhale, reaches up. Exhale, comes forward. Shoulders are active. I'm pulling my heart open. I'm lengthening the side of the neck for 4 more. Listening to the sound of the breath with that corseted waistline. 2. And 1. Inhale, lifts up. Left leg comes around. You either stay seated at the top of your mat after you do the lift, or you lift up and you jump back, making your way into chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Last set of hip openers here, looking to the top of your mat. Step, jump, or meander if you're not already there. From this space, removing the junk out of the trunk. It's a real thing, Mom. All right, so bringing the right foot over so that it's to the inside or the outside of the left leg, sitting up tall. I'm going to turn so that you can see the whole periphery of this. I'm going to take the left arm over. Look at how nice and aligned. Right hand comes onto my back. It's not supportive. It's not over twisting my spine by leveraging behind me. I'm using my core, and then I'm going to turn and look over that right shoulder. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Lifting up in the waistline. 4, 5. Turn back around. Right ankle over left. Lift. Put it down. Right leg goes long. Left foot is either anterior or exterior of that front leg and nice and flat. Right arm comes over. You're going to sit tall and twist. Look over your left shoulder. Right hip trying to draw back, left hip trying to draw forward. 2. And then turn back around. Left ankle over right. Everybody makes their way back to a down dog. Any old fun way you want to get there, right? And step, you can chaturanga, up dog, down dog. This whole practice has like 56 chaturangas in it. It's pretty obnoxious. All right, guys. Coming through to a seated position one more time at the top of your mat. Right? There we go. That's a little better. All right, so you either have, I'm going to turn, you either have reverse tabletop or reverse plank here. I'm going to demonstrate both, but probably do reverse tabletop myself today. So reverse plank, legs are straight, fingers will be behind you. It's the most strenuous of the 2 postures. As I lift my hips up, I press my toes down. Those of you who want to come with me to tabletop, feet come in about hip distance apart. If your wrists are tender today, you can turn the fingers out to the side, lift the hips up, creating a table. In through the nose and out through the nose. Toes are down no matter where you're at. 3 more. 2. And 1. Drop the hips down. Cross the ankles. Put the hands forward. Lift the butt. Put it down. From this space, we're going to come forward in Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Both legs are straight. Come forward. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. Inhale, 5. Lift halfway. So exhale, we would roll back into plow from here. Actually, there's all kinds of, there's so much more stuff to this practice. But I'm going to show you what is the next part of this practice so that you don't have to look around, because I don't want you turning your head once we get into these poses. So watch first and then come with me, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate first. First, we're going to roll back into our plow pose. And we're going to try to put the toes down and interlace the hands. They can come supportive, right? Now, if this is not your friend, you can take the legs over. You can kind of do this one. You can fold up. You can also come over to a wall at this point if you need to. Let me turn this way so that as I worm close to the wall, I can lift up and I can extend one leg at a time over. And even at that point, it becomes a little bit easier to kick over. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure in your neck. From plow, I'll ask you to come to supported shoulder stand. Legs will go up. And then after that, I'll ask you to release down towards a plow. You'll lower your hips. Some of you will modify by putting your feet on the floor. You'll dig your elbows in, lift that heart, come onto the crown of the head. Now this is basic fish. Those of you who want to go more advanced will end up here. So basically it's a big back bend from butt to head. All right, so those are the 3 pose sequences. If you want to go to the wall, do so. Otherwise, come with me. Ready? Roll back if you're not already there. Kick the legs over. Find your plow. So legs are squeezing together. Toenails are down for this one. Hands onto mid-back, right about your kidneys. Take the legs up, maybe one at a time. And let those legs drop back to a plow. Reach those arms out. Slowly lower the butt back down onto the mat. Once the butt's down, if you feel like you need to drop the toes, do so. Dig the funny bone or the elbow into the mat. Come to the crown of the head. Really try to make a big bridge from your butt to the crown of your head. If you want to go more advanced, remember you can take those legs long. But this is more about spreading the collarbones wide, getting those shoulder blades out of the ears, activating and opening the whole front of the body. And release the head, and release the back, take the arms out T-shape. Let the knees drop to the left, gaze to the right. And then let the knees drop the other way. And bring the knees center. We're going to hug the knees into chest. You can rock and roll side to side, a little head to tail, back and forth if you'd like. But we're about to move into our meditation. So typically this practice does a 4-minute inversion right before, 2 to 4 minute inversion right before meditation. So if you want to go ahead and go back into that supported shoulder stand, you can even do this one. This one's super gel, right? And so I'll put my butt up on my pillow and then just let the legs go. Basically what I'm trying to do is get the blood flow to go this way. Those of you who want to do headstand or some other version of that, that can be in your practice today. But basically I need everything above your heart that we can get, right? So if you're like me and you're in, you can even do legs up the wall like this. It's super nice, right? So if you're here with me, go ahead and let those legs lengthen over the body. so you can feel the breath. Back of the neck is long. You can still hear that breath circling through the space in the back of the throat. It's not obnoxious though. So some people take it where they're like, audible. And that's appropriate for some meditations and stuff. But you have to think about everything that you do regulates energy. It takes energy to do, right? And so the goal of victorious breath and these breathing practices aren't necessarily to fatigue you, right? They're supposed to help you move through your practice. And if your breath, if you're putting so much work into the breath, then you're robbing yourself of a lot of energy. There's a difference between awareness and control and labor, right? And so, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose here. So wherever you're at, stay there for about another 30 seconds. And then if you're in headstand or some other kind of inversion, then you come down to child's pose and rest there. If you are in with legs up the wall or supported shoulder stand, you come down onto your back. Basically, we're trying to create as little disturbance in the flow of breath and focus that we just created from that inversion. Once you make your way down, I want you to stay settled into whatever position you land in for a good 2 or 3, 4, 10 breaths, and then you're going to make your way onto your spine for Shavasana. And so taking your time, making your way there, Shavasana can be there for you as long as you choose. And so typically Ashtanga practice does not necessarily lead you through meditation. They just make you lay down on the floor. I'm going to do some element of that in the sense that I want you to come back to that breathing and release the corseting of the abs. And so as you lay onto your back and you start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, we had an experience of the breath and our practice. And as I was speaking earlier about what an advanced yoga practice actually is, has nothing to do with Cirque du Soleil poses. It has nothing to do with the amount of bend you can get in your forward folds, how open your hips are in splits. That is not yoga. Sustained attention in the present moment with contentment, nonviolence, moderation, a little discipline, a lot of introspection and self-study, a lot of surrender. These are what makes an advanced practice. And so it has nothing to do with the poses. They are only the tool with which we practice with. And so just as the breath is the tool, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's there to show you the way to help you, not to be the practice itself. And so lay here as long as you like. Experience that breath as long as you like. And wish everyone a beautiful day. Please stay in your meditation for a few extra moments after this video. Namaste, friends.